Assalamu alaikum, class 6. How are you students? I hope you will be fine, safe and sound, and also enjoying your computer class. Today students, we are going to start our chapter number 1, computer generations, and its task number 3, the use of microprocessors. Let's students, first of all we will discuss about 4th generation computers, and its time period is 1971 to present. 4th generation computers appeared with the invention and construction of the microprocessor. With the use of microprocessor, the most complex part of a computer, the processing unit is in a single integrated circuit which contain millions or even billions of tiny transistors connected together. Here you can see different types of transistors in this page. The first transistors you can see microprocessor 4th generation technology, and in the second diagram you can see the Intel 404 chips developed in 1971 located all the components of the central processing unit on a single chip. It means that all the components that are used in central processing unit in last technologies there are different components on different chips, but in 4th generation technology all the components of the central processing unit are on the single chip. And in the third one you can see thousands of the integrated circuits were built onto a single silicon chip. Now students, we will discuss about VLSI circuits. VLSI stands for Very Large Scale Integration Circuits, are another feature of the 4th generation computers. By using a few VLSI circuits, we develop a computer today. You can see the type of integrated VLSI circuits in this diagram, and VT52 terminal that is developed in 1975. The ability to have integrated circuits with many transistors allow manufacturers to create a computer with just a few ready-made integrated circuits. It means that it takes up very little space while working at high speed. This results in a dramatic reduction in the size and cost of the PCs. Because the first generation and the second generation computers are very large in size and their cost is also very high, but the 4th generation computers are less in size and its cost is also very low. Now students, in 1981 the IBM introduced the first computer for the home user. In 1984 Apple introduced the Macintosh. Now we will discuss about personal computers. The first small computers appear for the personal use known as personal computers or PCs. As these small computers became more powerful, they could be linked together to form the network, which eventually led to the development of the internet. Here in this diagram you can see that a desktop computer does not consist of one device, but it has parts that are connected together. It means that all that parts are connected in the microprocessor or in the CPU on a single chip and are connected together through wires. It means that microprocessor also moved out of the world of desktop computers and into many areas of life. As more and more everyday products began to use microprocessors, for example phones, ATMs, supermarkets, cars, even washing machines all use microprocessors. All these computers became more powerful. 4th generation computers also saw the development of GUI, graphical user interface, the mouse and the handheld device. Now students, we will discuss the 4th generation computer features. The time period is from 1971 to present. The technology used in this 4th generation computer is microprocessor and VLSI, very large scale integrated. The size is dramatic reduction. It means that less than 1 meter. Energy, very low power consumption is used. Cost, dramatic reduction, less than $1,000. Speed, even faster, about 1 million instructions per second can be processed. Reliability, very fast, very reliable, and the examples are IBM PCs and Apple iMac are the example of this fourth generations computers. I hope you understand it easily. If you have any questions regarding this explanation, you can easily ask me during your class. Thank you.